Yeah, man. Welcome to the Lives podcast.
All right, peace to the world. Of course, this is CJ Alton. You haven't heard me probably for a minute now. Well, for one, I'm not a social media guy. I'm not a YouTuber, so you should have known that from the beginning. But the reason why you haven't heard me is the reason why I'm back and what I'm about to be discussing is I'm actually coming out with a clothing line, like it's real. I'm coming out with a clothing line. I've just been quiet, just been working in the back, wanted to um stay silent and just kind of manifest this idea that I had, cuz this idea of a clothing line that I had, it it um it came about. It's always been around in my head, but I actually started putting it, down on paper and working on computer with the graphics and putting this imagery out. The point of the clothing line that I'm trying to talk about right now is the fact that I want to put positive energy out in the world, and I mean that sincerely. I think if you see with most of my content, it's upbeat, like positive vibes. Sometimes it sounds like it's in a negative route because it might be a topic that most people don't want to discuss, but that doesn't make it a negative thing. You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't want to talk about it, you know, when it comes to politics and life choices and stuff of that nature, certain behaviors, right? That are good and bad, whatever whoever might assume is good or bad. The point of what I'm trying to say is this clothing line that I'm starting. I'm trying to put positive energy out there. I'm trying to put Black history out there. I want Black history on a shirt, and I don't want no disrespect, no prototypical like um Martin Luther King, Malcolm X imagery. Like, that's cool. Don't get me wrong, and I have that. I've bought in that material in the past, but I want to expand upon the Black history and the knowledge of that. So that's why you see, the Akhenaten, King Akhenaten, Pharaoh Akhenaten, right? The Queen Nefertiti, right? That's why you see these shirts that I'm beginning with. I want people to understand who is that, and do your research on it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's beautiful imagery. It really is. So now I think I'm trying to get people to just understand more about who they are, where certain people came from, how this society came about in the best way that I can to relate to y'all. So really the point of the imagery and why you see it just so bold and just simple, right? It's because I'm trying to start a message. So when you see those confident shirts, it has nothing to do with arrogance. It has nothing to do with being conceited. But I'm trying to let people know, like, yo, be confident about yourself, who you are, and be confident about where you came from, getting by that, right? Making these mistakes in the past, right? And overcoming them. Like, just confidence. It's a simple concept, but it's so deep and it runs so deep, especially in the last 2 3 years. A lot of people have lost confidence in a lot of different things, whether that be people, work, certain ideas, right? Friends, right? It's things have changed in the last 2 or 3 years for a lot of people, right? Financially and spiritually and everything in between. I'm with this clothing line, man. I'm just trying to put imagery out there that people can touch, people can feel, can relate to, and then help a next person learn something or help a next person feel something. You feel me? Like, and that's what this clothesline is gonna continue to be. You're not gonna see no bullshit on my shit. That's the point of this right here. I didn't want to spend too long, but I want to spend long enough to say, yo, I'm starting a clothing line. You go hear me talk about each shirt. You know what I'm saying? One by one, and getting more in depth about where that particular inspiration came from. So you go get that from me. And I think that's where I'm gonna drive this podcast for at least the next couple of episodes, cause I'm not even in the wave of like thinking about certain politics or what's going on with this politician or what's going on with this celebrity or whatever the case. Like I'm just not even following that. But talking about celebrity, yo man, I just fell upon Regine Carter. Regine Carter. If you don't know who she is, you go ahead and look her up. You should know who she is. If you a young cat, if you're a young cat, my bad. If you're a young cat, but I was looking on her page. I was like, hey, Regine, like her titties fake. I was like, when did this happen? I'm telling you, man, I don't pay attention to the celebrities and shit like that. So when I fell upon her again, I think it was her YouTube. Somehow her YouTube had popped up on my thing. You know how the algorithm go. So boom, I see. I was like, okay, what is this about? Because I think it was like 2-3 days ago. It was like she was doing some video about Drake concert. Boop boop boop. And I'm looking. I'm like, hey, yo, wait, hold on. Like, you know what I mean? Shorty getting her body right. She getting her body right. But yeah, I was looking. I'm like, yo, her titties is fake. It's not a knock. It's definitely not a diss. I just didn't know. I don't keep up. I don't keep up with the side of the world. But she rolling, man. 6.6 million. That's an interesting number. But you know, well, at least when I view it, right? When I got to her page, this is the first time I'm locking on her page. I don't follow celebrities. My bad. I had to interrupt the whole broadcasting to talk about Regine Carter. I was just shocked. I didn't. I think I looked up her age. What is it? 21. You already got titties and shit. You already got titty implants. But if I'm wrong, I mean, damn. Please post below. She might have just had a growth spurt. You know how that shit go. But yeah, it's definitely not a diss. Just refreshing, right? Refreshing to see her again. I haven't seen her, I think, in, I don't know, years. I was in another country for God's sakes. I was in another country for a good while, so I wasn't keeping up with a lot of things going on in America. But anyways, done talking about Regine. What needs to happen? She needs to promote my shit. Like for real. Like she knew who I was for real. Like been listening to her pops rap for a good minute. Like it's actually one of my more favorite artists, straight up. But yeah, she need to promote my shit. She got a email thing right here. So we'll see how that works. But yeah, getting back to the shirts, man. That's what it is. That's what I'm trying to do is push this clothing line out. If you feel it, you know what I'm saying, support me. If you're not feeling it, you know, support me and letting me know why. You dig what I'm saying? Why do you not want to get this particular clothing? And just be patient with me, right? Because I'm telling you, it took me a year just to get to this point. Like building a shop page. Like the shop page, I should have said this at the very beginning. But the shop page is very legit. It's very real. It ain't no bullshit fraud. I'm not on that level. I don't steal people's money. So you gotta understand, like, this is a process where it's been day by day for over a year, making sure that everything is right. How do I do refund policy, and how do I do exchanges, and working with the post office, understanding DHL. Like this thing has ran so long, right? Over a year. So and money has been invested. You know, we've taken a serious step. You know, me and my organization over here has taken a serious step to invest in this and put our time and efforts towards this, and it's been good so far. You know, I haven't. It's not like I've sold zero shirts. I want that to be very clear. Like I'm actually doing decently well. The first set printed out in about June 2022. So, you know, we're on a good stride. But as I said, I'm gonna make a bunch of different episodes just in regards of, you know, the brand and the clothing and stuff like that when it's gonna launch. I'm thinking it could be September 2022. It could be October 2022. I'm trying to get things right and get things in the right motion and do fair by the buyers and the customers and the consumers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So just work with me. This clothing line is coming out. If you like it, I love you. If you don't like it, I still love you because you don't owe me your money, right? You work for that. But any support, any help I can get, any promotion I can get, you know what I'm saying, would be lovely. You dig? So with that, peace to you, peace to your family, man.